We get a lot of tourists that stop at the mouth of the river and just stand there and take pictures. So it was just suggested that we start doing tours. So in 2005, we ran our very first year of tours, and we just ran the fish tours. We started out with a little 8x8 shack that was our concession stand, and we had one tour worker that worked 5 days a week, and that was our very first year. We bring tourists out along the fishing trails, and so that they can see where the fishing and the harvesting take place. We bring people back here to our demonstration area and actually do a demonstration of how we actually wind dry and preserve the salmon every year. So our tour guides are able to show you how it's cut, how it's hanged, and how it's dried. And our tours will actually be able to sample some of the wind-dried salmon. We call it Xwisten. We do have one viewing platform that's a couple miles up the road, and from that viewing platform you can actually see above the whole fishing grounds. And then you can also see not only Bridge River side but Fountain side, because one of our neighboring communities from the Stadtlium, they fish on the other side of the Fraser River. During the summer months, especially in the end of August, you could see hundreds of people down here in their camps. About the same time that we started tours, though, we started a partnership with the University of Montana with Anna Prentice. She started doing archaeological history and investigating up at one of our Pitt Old Village sites. And in this site, we have 80 different cultural depressions. And so she was able to give us some history on it, because we didn't know a lot of what happened there or why our people left or when they were there. And through her studies, she's been able to give us information and history on our people. And so we bring people on a walking tour of that site as well, and as well inside the Xwisten, so that they could actually see a replica of what it used to look like. I kind of set the price based on what it cost me for a worker. It cost me 3 hours for a worker plus supplies, and so that's how I set it at $60. We do try to do a discount for seniors and children, so they all get $5 off no matter what package it is. And we have a discount for larger groups. We changed the discount this year, though, to better match what travel trade discounts are offered. Going to different @BC workshops, they were able to just encourage us on what kind of discounts are better suited for the travel trade on which kind of groups. Just learning a little bit of stuff on that, and getting some hints and tips from @BC as a marketing partner, we're able to change a few things like that. We do rely on funding from different summer student employment opportunities or job training funding to actually employ the workers every year, because the concession and the tours don't make a large amount of money yet. But by using those programs, we're able to provide employment for 6 members every summer. It's common across the tourism industry that, we only operate basically May to October, and it's really hard to attract workers who are willing to only work those 5-6 months a year and come back the next year. Sometimes by the next year they're gone and they have a new job because they found full-time employment somewhere. We're a small rural community, so we've been fortunate that we've had tourism training here in the Lillooet area a few times, but it's not always available. So sometimes you don't always have trained personnel on hand all the time. You have to try to seek out that training and get them trained, and then again you might train them and then lose them. We're finding that most of our tours are actually people that drop by Lillooet or just drive by the tour site and see us, or they drive by the highway and see people fishing. They go back to their hotel and Google Lillooet fishing, and that's how they find us. We do free tours for other businesses every year for them to come and see what our tours are, so that when somebody stops by their store or their B&B or their restaurant, they know that they can send them to us. It's just making sure that you make those partnerships and those relationships, because they do go a long way, and they're able to help you and give you ideas and send people to you. And so that's been a really big help for us. I think one of the keys to our tours is the authenticity. So if you're looking at providing some sort of tour based on your culture or traditions, it's really important to learn the history and get feedback from your community on what parts they want incorporated, learning which parts they don't want shared with the outside world. If it's truly something that is based on your people, that your people feel passionate about, that will come across in your tours, and that's what brings people back every time, is because they see that this is something that is a truly authentic cultural experience, and that's what draws people to our tours every year.